Hi again, first grade boys and girls. We are on our third week of remote learning, and I know you guys are doing a great job. I've been seeing lots of pictures and things that you've shared with me, and I know your other teachers have as well, and we're all very proud of you. And so just keep working hard because we can do it, right? First grade rocks. Okay, so today I just want you to listen for just a minute. You're going to need your letter cards in a few minutes because we're going to make some words. But right now I just want your listening ear so that we can talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing this week. So you know we've been doing some review of things that we have learned all throughout first grade. We reviewed our suffix ES, and then last week we reviewed some spelling words with all the different sounds that we have learned and the rules for marking those sounds. And so this week we're going to talk about two-syllable words. Okay, so but before we do that, we're always going to echo the sounds. And remember, it's important for you to echo after little echo so that it kind of helps you to remember them. Okay, so we're always going to do our vowels first. So I'm going to say it, then I want you to repeat after little echo. All right? A, apple, A. A, safe, A. E, ed, E. E, peat, E. I, itch, I. I, pine, I. O, octopus, ah. O, home, O. U, up, U, mule, U. U, rule, oo. Okay, great job. And now we're going to choose some vowel teams, just like we always do. I'll choose just a few, and I want you to please echo them for a little echo. Okay, so let's do EY key, E. OI coin, Oi. Let's do UE blue, Oo. UE rescue, U. AU August, Ah. And let's do one more, my favorite one, Oito, O. I really like that one. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about two-syllable words. So remember we said a syllable is like a puff of air. So every time I have a syllable, it's just like a puff of air. Like last week we had the word planes. So say it with me, and I want you to see how many puffs of air do you have when you say that word. So let's say it. Planes. I only feel one puff of air. But now, then we had our trick word water. So let's say water and see how many puffs of air you feel there. Water. Two. So that's a two-syllable word. So this week we're talking all about two-syllable words. Okay, so first of all, let's think about what kind of two-syllable words we can have. We can have two closed syllables where there's one vowel and the door is closed in each syllable. Or we can have a vowel consonant E and a closed syllable word. Like if we had the word campfire, right? That's got a vowel consonant E and a closed syllable word. Or we can have compound words, which that actually was a compound word as well. We could have a word like snowman. We could have snow man. Remember that's a compound word when you have two words that are put together to make one word. Right, so I'm going to show you an example of when do we know where the syllable begins or where it ends in the middle of a word. So let's say I have a word like napkin. So I'm going to write napkin. Okay, and if we say napkin, I feel two puffs of air. Say that with me. Napkin, napkin. So where am I going to divide that one? Well, I know that if I have two closed syllables, I'm going to divide it right between the consonants. So I'm going to divide it between the P and the K. Okay. Let's say I have another two-syllable word like exhale. Remember when we had that word? That means to breathe out. Kind of what we're doing when we do our syllables. Okay, so now I see I have a vowel consonant E syllable, but I still see that there are two consonants in the middle. So I know I'm going to divide that word right there after X, and then my next one's going to be hell. Then what if we have a word like limit? Now, I do not see two consonants in the middle, do you? I see an I, then a consonant M, and then another I, but I don't see two consonants. So I know I'm always going to divide it. The first closed syllable will be your first syllable. So I'm going to say lem, it. Say that with me, lem, it. So that's how I know it's going to be my first closed syllable is where I'm going to divide it. All right, and let's see that maybe I have a compound word like we did with snowman, and let's say I have, you know what the two words are in this word? Sandbox. Yeah, I heard that one of my students got a sandbox. That's a great way to bring the beach to you since we can't go to the beach, right? So I know with sandbox, I'm going to divide it between the two syllables and where the two words come together. All right, so before we get our letter cards, we are going to look at our new spelling words this week. And so I want you to take a minute to read them to yourselves. And if you need to pause the screen at any time, always. If I'm going too fast or you didn't get something, that's a great thing about a video. Go back, erase, or rewind it and look at it again, or pause the screen if you need more time. So I'm going to hold these up. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to read them. And if I don't give you enough time, just pause the screen. Okay, so let's read these together. I'm going to point to them and see if you know what our words are this week. So the first one is habit. Then we have spandex, cobweb, muffin, expire, dispute, campfire, athletes, and then our two trick words, way and almost. Okay, so now we're going to get our letter cards and we're going to build a few of those spelling words. So go ahead and get your letter cards. If you need to pause the video to lay them all out, you can. And also, if you can lay them out the way that we do it with our magnetic boards, that would be even better because then you're going to know where your letters are and you don't have to keep looking for them. So if you want, you can pause the video and you can arrange your letters so that it looks like this. Okay, so I have my syllable frames down here, my two boxes for my syllables. You don't have that. If you want to make some, you can. That way you can build them the way I build them. If not, it's okay, no worries, just build them with me. Okay, so let's look at our words. Which word should we build first? Some of these words we're not going to be able to build. Do you know why? Some of these words have two of the same letters and we don't have a lot of two of the same letters, only F, L, and S, right? So we're just going to choose a word that we can do. Let's see. I think we can do habit. Let's do the first word, habit. Now, where do you think we're going to divide that two-syllable word? Okay, remember I told you that the first syllable is always going to be closed. You're where your closed syllable ends. So I hear it. So do you know what your first one's going to be? We have ab. So I hear b. That's going to be my first syllable, hab. It sounds funny, doesn't it? That doesn't make any sense. Just because it's just a closed syllable. It's not the whole word. Then I hear it. So we're going to make it for our second syllable. And so we would divide that word right there after our first closed syllable. So it would be had it. And if I move it together, habit. All right? Now, let's clear the deck and spell it back. So I have H, A, B, I, T. Habit. All right, let's try another one. Let's do dispute. Does anyone know what that means if you dispute something? It just means like you just disagree. You don't think that's correct. You dispute what someone says. So I hear dis. That's my first syllable. Dispute. So I hear is. Okay? And again, if I'm going too fast for you and you haven't done that yet, pause the video. Do it and come back and we'll do the second syllable. Okay, so I have dis as my first syllable and then I have ute. That's kind of funny too. It sounds funny because it's not a word, it's just a syllable. So I hear you, and I know since that says you, that's going to be at the end because that would be the word put. That would sound funny. Disput. It's dispute. So I need my silent E at the end. Dispute. Okay, if you need to pause the video and make that, pause it and then come back and we'll spell it back and clear the deck. So I have my two syllables here, and so I'm going to divide it between the two consonants and put it together, and it says dispute. Okay, so let's clear the deck and spell it back. So I have D-I-S-P-U-T-E. Dispute. All right, let's see. Let's try one more today. I'm going to do one more with you, and then I'm going to give you one to do all by yourself. Let's see. I think we can make a compound word. Which one of these is a compound word? Does anyone know? Remember, it's two words put together. Campfire. We can make campfire. So let's see where our syllables are. If I say that word, I hear campfire, campfire. So my first syllable is going to be my first word, camp. So I hear ka, and remember we said it's almost always a C at the beginning. Not always, but usually. Then I hear ka, am. Okay, so you're going to use your glued sound for that one. It has a glued sound in the middle. Ka, am, p. Then I hear a P, camp. Okay, so if you need a minute to make that word, pause the video and make it and come back and we'll do the second word, or second syllable, fire. So when I say fire, it kind of sounds like there's a Y in there, but there is no Y in that word. So I hear I-er. And because that says I, what do we need? We need our sneaky silent super E, right? Campfire. So that's where I would divide this word. Now, do you know what kind of word would that be? Is that a two closed syllable word? I see a vowel consonant E word. So that's going to be a closed syllable and then a vowel consonant E syllable in that word. So when I put them together, it says campfire. You don't have to do that if you can't scoot yours together. It's okay. I'm just showing you. All right, let's clear the deck and spell it back. So I see, or C, A, M, P, F, I, R, E. Campfire. Okay, now I'm going to give you a word to try on your own, and then I want you to pause the video, make the word, and then let's see how you did. Let's try another word. Let's do the word spandex. So let's say that and see where we think the syllables go. Spandex. Spandex. So pause the video and see if you can make spandex all by yourself, and then come back and let's check it. Okay, let's check it and see how you did. Okay, so I hear spandex. So I know my first syllable is going to be span. So just like we talked about last week, SP is a blend. Sp, and then I hear span. That's going to be your glued sound. A-N. And that's it. That's all you have to do for your first syllable. Span. Then I hear dex. So I hear d, e, Did you remember that's not an S, even though it sounds like it? X says X, so that says X. We put it together, and we have spandex. Okay, so now let's clear the deck and spell it back. We have S P A N D E X, spandex. Okay, so tomorrow, or rather Wednesday, we will be marking those words. So what I want you to do for the rest of the time is I want you to put your spelling words in categories. You're going to sort them. So I want you to get a piece of paper and you're going to draw a straight line. One side is going to be your 2 closed syllable words, and on the other side will be your closed syllable vowel consonant E words. And then since the sight words don't follow those rules, we'll just wipe them down at the bottom. That's okay. So I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to sort your spelling words in 2 different categories. 2 syllable words and then 2 closed syllable words and then 1 closed, 1 vowel consonant E syllable word. And don't forget to write your sight words. Okay? Can't wait to see your work when you're finished. Have a magnificent Monday and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.